Okay, welcome everybody to the Law School Law Enrolment Advice Session. My name's Corinne Walding. I'm the Student Advisor at the Adelaide Law School, so I'll be stepping you through some of the information that you need to be able to enrol for 2016. So I've got a PowerPoint presentation and I've also got some internet links and that I'll switch between to just give you an idea of what you need to do. So we'll get started. So my details are on this page. It's Corinne Walding, the Student Advisor, and there's my contact number and email address. There's also another support officer that you can contact in Eloisa Basco, so her details are there as well. If you're ever unsure or you can't remember either of those details, feel free to email lawinquiry at adelaide.edu.au, and that will ensure that somebody will answer your query at any time. Alright, so just some general information for enrolment. So we have a unified page where you'll be able to find all the information that you'll need, forms and downloads, some enrolment information, policies and procedures, and library documentation. So once you've got your password and access to get in, you just go to Campus Life and Law School and you'll be able to access all that information. In terms of actual enrolments, majority of you will be double degree students, and so you will just enroll in Foundations of Law and Tort Law in the first semester, and then Principles of Public Law and International Law. Normally, as a double degree student, you're doing 6 units per semester for law, and then 6 units per semester for your non-law degree. So depending on the way you structure it, that's the normal study plan. Some of you are also graduate entry or undergraduate law only, and the only difference for you guys is that you're doing a full semester, so 12 units of law, and you're adding contracts in semester 1 and property law in semester 2. Okay, so enrolments for all new students will commence on Tuesday the 2nd of February at 9:30. So up until 9:30 you'll probably see that some classes are full. Don't be concerned about that. That's deliberate. We do that just to make sure that we've got plenty of spaces for commencing students on the 2nd of February. So just plan your timetable and it will all work out by 9:30. It'll all be fine. There's information you can find, general information at the university enrolment website as well. So what we suggest you do early on is plan your timetable. So have a look, all the timetable is available on Course Planner, and there's the steps here on how to, have a successful enrolment. So what I'm going to do now is show you just Course Planner. There's a hard copy worksheet that you can download. Feel free to use that or come up with your own. What I'm going to do is just switch to Course Planner and actually show you online just how to quickly search for your actual courses that you need to enroll in. So bear with me for a second. Okay, so this is Course Planner. So that's the landing page. So for example, if you want to enroll in Foundations of Law, you can just do a search. And you want to do Law 1501, Foundations of Law, which is your compulsory course. Okay, and then just have a look through. It's got the information up here at the top about how many hours per week. It's only for law students. There's all your fee information that you should be aware of. There's the link to the course outline, so that will have all the information about assessment, your reading list, your textbooks, all of that important information that you'll need to know. Your critical dates, they're all about your census date, so for whatever reason you need to drop the course without incurring any fees, you need to drop it by the 31st of March, which is the census date for semester 1. And there's some additional dates should you need to know withdraw no fail or withdraw fail dates. And then if you come down a bit further, you'll see, so these are actually all your seminar times. So there's a variety, and it shows you that you've got a Wednesday, so from the 2nd of March, you've got a Wednesday 9 to 11, and on the 3rd you've got a Thursday 5 till 7. So you've got two sorts of seminars, and then you've got another seminar commencing after the mid-semester break. So you'll find out how the structure of foundations works in the induction preliminary lecture for foundations. So you can have a look through the seminars, plan what timetable works best for you. The lectures here are there's only one here every Thursday, 11 till 12. So you don't get a choice there. You've just got to be available for that time and attend those lectures. So basically on your planner you would just write down which seminar number works. I would suggest that you maybe write one or two just in case you don't get your preferred choice, and just have a few backups in place so that you can just go through and pick whatever ends up working out for you. Alright, so that's course planner. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, so we'll just switch back to the presentation. So as I mentioned, sometimes the classes will be called lectures, sometimes they're seminars, sometimes they're tutorials. In some of your classes you'll have small group discovery as well. So just have a look on course planner and it'll explain each of them. Each class has a unique 5-digit class number, so no class numbers are the same. There's an enrolment class and a related class. So most of the time your lecture is your enrolment class and your related class is what you need to choose in your seminar or your tutorial. So you can enroll anywhere from on campus or external to the uni. All you need is obviously your login and your password and then access to Access Adelaide. We'll just have a quick look at Access Adelaide. So you log in via Unified, you'll need your username and your password, and that's the same username and password that you use to basically access all your systems within the university. There's a little icon that'll say Access Adelaide, and so you just click on that, and what should come up is something like this. So you'll be able to see what programs you're enrolled in. If you're a double degree student, you'll have one for Bachelor of Commerce and for the Bachelor of Laws, and they'll be separated out. You've got all your personal information on the left, your finances, email, graduations, everything in there that you'll need to update as you go along. First thing you'll need to do before you can actually enroll is your checklist. I would suggest that you perhaps do your checklist the day before enrolment's open, so that really all you are doing is going in and enrolling with your prepared class numbers and your timetable ready to go. So the checklist is just to cover off on everything that we need to know about you and the university needs to know about you. Your enrolment will look something like this then once enrolment's open, so you'll be able to add classes, and obviously it'll say 2016 semester 1, and you'll be able to select from which program you actually want to enroll in at that time. And then it's straightforward. If you've prepared everything, you just enter the 5-digit class numbers. You can just put those in rather than doing a search, and that actually takes time. But you can put all that information in. It'll come up with your options, and then you just click on the right one whether or not you want to add or remove those actual clauses. If it's a related class, there'll be an option where you need to just choose the related class, and hopefully again, if you've prepared it well, you'll know which one that is, and it'll just be a matter of going in and selecting it. When your enrolment is successful, it'll show this status will be successfully added. If you get any error messages, so there's a few error messages that might come up. If the class is full, you'll need to find another available class. If it's a timetable clash, depending on the clash, you won't be able to enroll. So if it's a seminar to seminar clash, you won't be able to do both of those. If it's a lecture to seminar clash, then that's possible, but you will need to put in an enrolment error request form via our unified forms and downloads page to get that clash overridden. If you get an error message, then it'll say here in red that your enrolment hasn't been successful. If you add the wrong course for whatever reason, you just need to drop the course. Provided you do that before the census date, then obviously you won't be in any financial penalty. You can only add any new courses until week 2 of each semester. I wouldn't recommend leaving it that late because you do miss out on quite a lot of information in the first 2 weeks of classes. So it's best to get your enrolment sorted as soon as possible so you're ready to go by the time semester commences. Once you have enrolled, you can view and print your enrolment list. You can view your timetable, and you can have a weekly timetable depending on what you want to have a look at. Then you collect your student ID card, and you just collect those from Hub Central. So there'll be plenty of signage around that will show you where you need to go, and just make sure that you get that card because you'll need that for library and all sorts of other accesses throughout the university. Activate your student email account. You should have probably already done that because you would have received a lot of information already prior to enrolments about things that you'll need to know. So just make sure that you activate it. Check it often. Okay, this is the most common way that the law school and the university will contact you. So please make sure you check it often and don't just disregard everything straight away. Make sure you just have a quick browse. There's a lot of important information goes out. If you have any troubles during enrolments, there's an enrolment hotline. So for general information, if it's not law school specific or law course specific, then we suggest you contact the enrolment hotline. If it is law specific, if you can't enroll in a compulsory course or you're not sure about a timetable issue that you may be having, then by all means contact us during that time. Or alternatively, you can go to Ask Adelaide, which is in Hub Central. Make sure when you contact any of those services that you've got your student ID number ready so that we can make sure that we are accessing the right information. So what's next? So after you're enrolled, we have our compulsory first year induction day, which is on Friday the 26th of February from 11 till 1:30. So it'll be a 2-hour session, 2.5-hour session, followed by a barbecue lunch, a welcome lunch outside the front of the law school. So we'll all meet in Scott Theatre and you'll get to meet a few of the key staff that are around the law school that you'll need to know in your first few weeks, if not years. And then we'll have a nice lunch where you can all just relax and mingle with each other. For those of you who are international students, we do have a specific international student bridging program, which is on Wednesday the 24th of February, and that'll just be in the moot court of the Lidgetwood building, which is the law school building. So you'll have the opportunity to meet our international associate dean, which is Rebecca Laforgia, and our academic support officer, Pat Yong. And she'll go through a lot of information that you'll need just to make that transition to the law school here just a little bit easier. The last thing that we would suggest that you do is join the Lex Alice community. So Lex Alice is a health and wellbeing program that we commenced in 2013, and we basically run it for students. So it's important that you get involved and become part of our community. The Honourable Chief Justice Chris Kourakis of the Supreme Court is our patron, so it's a very worthy program to be part of. It's pretty easy to be part of it. You just need to friend us on Facebook and like our Facebook page, and the links on here hopefully will be able to get you there. If not, you can just put in Lex Alice into Facebook search and you will find the information and the pages that you need. And I think that's pretty much it. So if you've got any questions in the meantime, you can email lawenquiry@adelaide.edu.au, or you can give us a call on 8313 5063. We wish you luck